or most of our turnovers is a different game.
You think you have to move more the ball? You play a lot of pick and rolls with LeBron or Kyrie, or that's the Cavalier style you have to sustain?
No, I mean, I think it goes hand in hand. A lot of our turnovers came from, those guys being aggressive and looking for us on our weak side, and they got a hand on the ball. Some of them came from them stripping. So, but we can't change our play style. We got to play the way we've been playing, do what got us here. We just got to do a better job on the defensive end.
Outside of those top three scorers on your team, everybody else combined for 24 points. Does the ball have to move better, maybe less isolation, or what do you think needs to happen for the supporting guys to step up?
Well, I mean, it's a totally different story if we eliminate our turnovers. You can't play the NBA Finals game and have 20 turnovers to a team like them. So we eliminate those, do a better job on the ball, defensive pressure. It's a totally different game.
So it's just sort of too many empty possessions that took you guys out of it.
Yeah, I mean, we got empty possessions, and then second chance points kills us too. So we got to keep them off the offensive rebound and do what we do, get downhill, push on the other side.
And a lot of people look at your three-point shooting, especially you, Kyle, and Darren, and between you guys you had 1-3. Would you guys expect that you'll get a lot more three-point opportunities in game two?
No, I mean, they do a great job of taking away the three. That's why they've been one of the top defensive teams in the league the last 3 years, and we just got to do a better job of finishing at the rim to make those guys come in. When we do that and eliminate the turnovers, it'll be a different game too.
For you, who's tougher to guard the other guys? Curry, Thompson.
Who's tougher to guard?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all pretty tough. They all have their own niche. If anybody, it's got to be KD because he's 7 foot. He can shoot the ball like Steph and Clay. He can attack. He can handle the ball. So if anybody, it would probably be KD.
Thank you, Jerry.
I'm from New York. I've got to ask about Melo and your relationship with him. Do you think that he will eventually ask for a trade, or do you think that he's really upset with the way he's been treated by Phil and is determined to stick it out here?
I haven't spoke to him on the topic, but I'm sure he does feel some type of way about how he's being treated. It's really unfair and unjust, but unfortunately I'm not on that team. I'm not in that situation, so I really don't want to speak too much on it. I got obviously bigger things in the NBA Finals going on, so but I hope the best for him. I mean, Melo's a very tough guy. He'll figure it out.
You guys had a lot of success the last 2 years against these guys, slowing it down, getting physical, dirtying up the game almost. Is that something you guys might try to do moving forward?
Dirtying up the game? I don't know about that. I mean, they got one guy who keep kicking people in the nuts. I don't know about that, but we don't dirty up the game. We just play physical. That's all. Some people don't like physicality, and that's what it is. But we just got to play our game and the way we know how to play, and that's what's been successful for us.
You guys added Darren Williams later in the season. He's a guy that kind of bounced around, but he's still a relatively young guy. And he said that just being around you guys has shown him a lot about the league that he had never seen in his first 3 or 4 stops. What can a guy like that take from just being around this environment, still propelling himself going forward?
I mean, being successful at this level is totally different than anything because the camaraderie, the group you have, how hard guys play, how hard guys try to communicate on the defensive end and the offensive end. It's totally different from being on losing teams. So, if anything, you can take from seeing the experience, relating it to other people, if you're on a different team or vice versa, however it goes. But when new guys come in, we pretty much teach them our culture. We care about one another. We play for one another. We hang out together. If you don't want to do that, then you probably shouldn't be.
And Zaza, who does a lot of the grunt work. Sets good screens, is physical, brings that physicality early in the game for them. I think their front court got better. With McGee being young and active, younger than Bogut, and being able to contest shots at the rim, they've got more athletic. But at the same time, with shot blockers, you gotta, go into their body, take away their jumping ability, and also, throw a pump fake. Watch the film. He likes to block shots, and that's what he brings to the table. So You know, if he's going to block shots, either, you know, throw him a pump fake or kick it out to the open guy. So we'll make our adjustments game 2. Well, Bogut was good for them. Bogut was blocking shots, and he was also, you know, a facilitator for them, almost another point guard on the floor. So, you know, you're gaining something, you lose something. So, you know, he's done a good job for them, but we got to make sure we take away his energy. Don't let him get those, you know, energy blocks or those dunks early. We got to take that away. And, you know, for Zaza, we got to keep him off the glass. And when we set screens, free up our guards so we can attack him one-on-one. Trash. Got to be better. I watched the film to see what I could, you know, got to be more energy. Got to make it tough for them. I know, you know, they're watching film, and something for them is to keep me off the glass. So, you know, it's gonna be a wrestling match down there, and you know, you got to keep it going and make it tough for them, and just try to wear them out. Make them run a lot of pick and rolls. Just take it to another level. You know, with this team playing against the Warriors, you know, you just can't play hard. You have to play hard to a level where it's past the thermostat. You know, it's a different level with this team. So, you know, guys have to be reminded. I got to be reminded that, you know, against this team, you got to go balls out. Yeah. It's definitely frustrating, you know, because you always want to play well, especially, you know, game 1 of the NBA Finals. You want to come out and compete, but, you know, it's a long series. It's like a boxing match. You got a lot of rounds, and you know, tomorrow's round 2. Got to be better, and you know, it's all in the past. You can't get that back. You come out and you play well game 2, everyone will forget about game 1. So that's how I look at it.
It seems like teams are emphasizing getting back in transition, defensive balance and stuff like that. How difficult is it but you still want to punish the Warriors on the offensive boards. How difficult is that to balance as you as a personal individual and as a team?
Well, our best offense, our best defense. In terms of with the Warriors fast breaks, you know, I don't think it's more when we take a shot. It's more our turnovers. Our turnovers is what's leading to Kevin getting down the lane and getting fast break dunks, or Steph and Clay getting open threes in transition. You know, if we're attacking the rim and our teammate misses, I can still attack the glass. You know, I feel that part of our offense is me getting offensive rebounds and creating second opportunities for them. So I'm not going to stop doing that. That's what I bring to the table. But if I hit the glass and I don't get it, I gotta make sure I sprint back.
So you feel like there were less opportunities for the defensive guys in game 1?
There was opportunities, but they did a good job boxing me out. They did a good job sending, you know, whether it was Zaza or McGee with another guard, sending 2 guys to box me out. You know, that's their game plan, trying to keep me off the glass and limit us to 1 shot. But, you know, it's the bigs are wrestling down there, and I'm gonna keep wrestling and give me some offensive rebounds.
You know, and you took a long time to get here. You know, maximize that opportunity with your preparation, with your fire, with your hunger, and with your edge.
Do the role players as a group need to pick it up a little bit in game 2?
It was one game, you know, and we don't want to overreact from a standpoint of you know, stress. But yes, I think all the guys know that we need to play better. I don't think there's one guy on our team that can say that they felt like they had a good game and they just want to build off of it. I think everybody looks at it from a standpoint, it's like, yo, we need to play better. And I guarantee if you talk to them, they feel like they can play better. So that's just the kind of the approach that we're going to take, is that, you know, Kyle's going to shoot the ball well, Darren's going to shoot the ball, JR is going to get going, Tristan's going to have an impactful moment. It's just a matter of doing it when that time is needed.
What adjustments you guys going to make?
Oh, we're not making too many adjustments. We just need to play better. That's the key thing. We talked about it in the things like Kyle Korver has a pretty good look from 3 going into the half. when we're down by 5. He misses it, happens, but then Andre Iguodala, who is not nearly the percentage three-point shooter, makes a contested shot. So that's the difference between going into halftime down by 2 and down by 8. And even at that point in time, the turnover disparity was 9 to 1.
You guys are going to turn the ball over 20 times again.
No, but that's not an adjustment. That's just playing better. But it just lets you know that, something as simple as one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA having an open look, and a guy that you want to shoot contested jumpers knocking down shots. And that's the difference between going into halftime down by 2 or down by 8. And we look at that like, hey, look, we're not far away from where we want to be. We just have to clean it up and pick up our intensity.
Is a slower pace also more conducive for you guys?
Not at all.
No?
A slower pace is not. We have the best downhill guy probably in the NBA. You combine that with Kyrie and his ability to finish in transition, and when we get out in transition, it allows guys like JR, guys like Kyle Korver to get open shots. So we don't want to slow up the pace, but we're going to have to turn them over more than what we did. I would say in a half court we have better one-on-one players. In a half court they probably have a little bit better of a system, but we both want to get out and run. Playing in a half court is good for us, but we enjoy getting out in transition. That's why our pace is very, very high.
Did you guys have communication issues defensively when you're already in the half court? I mean, everyone focuses on the dunks and transition.
No. Our half court defense, what did they shoot from the field? Anybody here? They shot 42% from the field. We turned the ball over 20 times, and they had 9 dunks, and they shot 42% from the field, one of the best shooting teams in the history of the NBA. How far off are we? Not very far. But that also shows you it only takes you to be a little off in order for things to get very, very ugly. And it's on both sides. Last year there was only one close game in this series, and that was Game 7. We blew them out multiple times. They beat us badly multiple times. So, if you can hold them to 42%, giving up 20 turnovers, giving up 6 to 8 dunks in transition, you don't have to change your defense. You just have to do it better and not turn it over and not give them easy buckets. And it's not saying that Clay is not going to shoot the ball well next game. It's not saying that there's not going to be a difference. But if we keep holding them to 42% and we cut our turnovers from 20 to 12, and we maybe turn them over instead of 4 times, maybe we turn them over 8, all of a sudden now we're in a position where we're either winning that game or we're up by 10. So the formula is there. We just have to execute it and not panic.
How about physicality? It seems to be a buzzword even from Ty that you guys need physicality. Where can that show up?
Well, it can show up with everybody. I think if you look at just our guys, like, down the line, we're a very physical team. Bron, Kyrie, JR, Tristan, Kevin, like down the line, you look at our guys bringing physicality. Now, for them, they have a lot of length. That's probably their strength to their defense. Andre Iguodala has great length. Livingston, Kevin Durant, Clay, like all of these guys have great length. For us, we have to bring a physicality to it, and that's something that we have to increase as the series goes on.
At the rim, particularly, I know they only shot 60 free throws, which is very low for the amount of paint shots they have.
Yeah, well, their paint shots were mostly dunks down there. So when you're finishing that, it's not going to translate to a bunch of free throws. But no, I think it's just on everything. I think it's in transition. I think it's in the half court, in the movement. But they did a very, very good job of putting us in a position to turn over the ball. We have to avoid that. We have to try and turn them over more. But like I said, from that standpoint of they shot 42% from the field with us turning the ball over 20 times. Typically if you turn it over 20 times and you give up a bunch of dunks in transition, you're at 45, if not, better from the field.